Well, good morning, guys. As I promised, I'm going to be trying out my morning skincare routine, some of the products that I recently purchased from The Ordinary that you guys wanted me to test out. So the Ordinary products that I'm going to be using this morning, I'll go over with you, just as a first impression for you guys. And the products that I've selected are with the intention of skin brightening and helping dark spots on the face related to sun exposure. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So if you missed my morning skincare routine, I encourage you to check that out. But I'm going to come in and, just as usual, wash my face with my Neutrogena oil-free acne wash that has 2% salicylic acid in it. This removes any sun-damaged skin cells from overnight and helps with my acne, and also has some skin brightening effect. And then I'm going to come in with some of these products for both targeted hydration and skin brightening. So first up, I'm going to come in with the Hyaluronic Acid, 2% with vitamin B5. This just provides a little concentrated humectant to hold water on my face and retard transepidermal water loss. And I also will come in with the Alpha Arbutin 2% Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Alpha Arbutin is a natural hydroquinone and can help with skin brightening and dark spots related to the sun and potentially melasma. I will then follow that up with Azelaic acid, which also can be helpful for dark spots. This is a dicarboxylic acid made by the yeast that naturally live on our skin. It's very safe. It can inhibit some of the cell biology of pigment production and help with dark spots and melasma. So the Alpha Arbutin and the Azelaic acid are two targeted ingredients for dark spots that I'm going to be using. And then I'm going to come in with a natural moisturizing factor with hyaluronic acid to my entire face, and I'm going to allow that to dry so that my face is hydrated. Excessive sun exposure and inadequate sun protection will essentially render all of this completely useless. So once my face is moisturized and hydrated, yet dry, I'm going to come in with the Amino Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. This is a chemical sunscreen, so it may be a little irritating to you, and it needs to be applied 20 minutes before going outdoors to form a film. It has the ingredient avobenzone in it, which is a good chemical filter for UVA, but can be irritating. I apply that onto my face. This product also has total soy complex, which can also inhibit some of the biology of pigment production and lead to a brightening effect. And then I'm going to come in, as per usual, with my tinted UV Physical Broad Spectrum SPF 41 sunscreen from Elta MD. I love this because it's zinc titanium dioxide only. It physically blocks ultraviolet light as well as visible light, the light that we can see that contributes to dark spots. And it contains an ingredient, iron oxide, that is also important in dark spots. So I love that. And then, as I do every morning, I come in just to my lips with a CeraVe Healing Ointment that has ceramides, which are a component of the natural moisturizing factor and help in my dry lips. And then my mascara, the Maybelline Colossal. Alright, so first up, I come in with the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash. This has 2% salicylic acid. That's the key ingredient. The salicylic acid in a face wash will effectively concentrate in the oil glands quite quickly and work not only to help control my acne, but it can also potentially help with removing some sun-damaged skin cells, as well as leading to a skin brightening effect. So I first come in and wash my face with this using lukewarm water. And I'm really very gentle with using this product. I don't use a ton of it, and it does coat the oil glands quite quickly. Many people ask if this is effective as just a wash, and it absolutely is for controlling the inflammatory lesions, for helping with the inflammatory lesions of acne. And salicylic acid is also good. It's an ingredient that can be helpful for darker skin types that whose acne tends to heal with a dark mark. So I like it in that regard. And I'm going to emphasize again that I don't scrub my face. I don't use any kind of exfoliating brush. Just some gentle, soft circles is really all you need to dislodge those cells that naturally turned over in the evening while you were sleeping. And just need a little assistance with being lifted up. So typically in my everyday morning skincare routine, after rinsing my face off, to a wet face I apply the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream, which contains hyaluronic acid, no fragrance. This serves to retard transepidermal water loss. However, today I'm going to be testing out the Ordinary. The Ordinary's Hyaluronic Acid 2% serum with vitamin B5. I think I'm going to do 4 drops to my entire face. It's a little bit more viscous, whereas the hyaluronic acid whereas the Neutrogena gel cream is a little bit more jelly-like. This feels a little more slippery. And now I'm going to also come in with a targeted treatment with this alpha arbutin 2%, which is also in hyaluronic acid. And alpha arbutin is a natural hydroquinone which inhibits some of the pigment cell biology in making dark spots related to the sun. And I'm really just going to use 2 drops of this where I have an area of concern. That's really all that I'm going to use. Now my face is still hydrated and moist with the hyaluronic acid components and some of the targeted treatment from the alpha arbutin. I'm going to come in with the azelaic acid suspension, which azelaic acid is a dicarboxylic acid which is made naturally by a yeast that lives on our skin, and can inhibit some of the biology of pigment cell production, some of the enzymes of pigment cell production. It's also anti-inflammatory, potentially can help a little bit with acne, and the medication formulations of this are usually in 15 or 20% strengths. This is a 10% strength. So not sure how effective it will be, but worth a try. You can see it comes out as a cream. I'm going to use about that much. And it's pretty thick actually. I'm just going to put it, oh, it's quite thick actually. I'm just going to put a little bit here. I might actually rub a little bit on my hands here. I feel like this formulation is not good for the face, just on a first impression. It's very viscous and feels kind of occlusive, honestly. But I'm going to massage it into my hands because, you know, dark spots on the hands are also a budding concern, so don't want to waste it, but I don't want to put too much of this on my face because it feels really occlusive. Now I'm going to try their moisturizer on over this. I'm detecting a fragrance in this that I don't know that I care for, but so now my face is hydrated, it's dry, it's got the targeted serums in the areas of dark spots that I'm concerned about. So now I'm going to come in with my Positively Radiant SPF 30 sunscreen with soy complex in it. Soy is also helpful in inhibiting some of the biology of dark spots. And if you're interested in tips for dark spots, I have a Q&A video on that I encourage you to check out that can be helpful. I've heard a lot of people express concern with some of the Ordinary products that when they put them on they kind of quote-unquote pill up, and I would say that I completely agree with that statement as far as the particularly that azelaic acid formulation. I'm not really too happy with that just on a first impression. I don't think it's good for the face. I think it's too occlusive. I definitely want to get the neck area. Don't forget your forehead. Alright, and now I'm going to come in with just a little bit of my tinted Elta MD physical sunscreen. I like this because it's a physical sunscreen, zinc titanium dioxide only, so it blocks both UVA and UVB. UVB is the wavelength that contributes most to skin cancers. UVA is the wavelength that contributes to photoaging of the skin. This also has iron oxide in it, which will help block visible light, the light that you can see that contributes to dark discoloration and melasma. Then I put my CeraVe Healing Ointment on my lips and my mascara. Well, there we go. I'm not really fond of these products, just on a first impression, the way they feel. I like what I was doing before. I feel like the Azelaic acid, I'm most disappointed in the Azelaic acid formulation. I think it's too occlusive. All the studies on Azelaic acid for dark spots and for acne are done in subjects using the ingredient twice a day. So that really is how I would intend to use an alpha. That's really how I would intend to use Azelaic acid, is twice a day. I don't think I could stand this twice a day. It's too thick and greasy. But I think it might be nice on the top of the hands for those sunspots on the top of the hands. And then as far as the moisturizers, you know, the hyaluronic acid serum and the natural moisturizing factor, they're okay, but this is a pretty small bottle. So I know the Ordinary is touted to be affordable, but actually there's not a whole lot in here, and I think that for me at least, the Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer and the different moisturizers have been fantastic. So I really don't think this is such a great deal, to be honest with you. And just on a first impression, the 2% hyaluronic acid just can't compare to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream, in my opinion. I don't think it's very good. So that is my opinion of that. I probably will continue to use the alpha arbutin though, because I like the idea of putting this on, and this one was actually pretty good, so I think I'm going to be happy continuing to use that. But yeah, I mean, just on a first impression, I don't really think that the moisturizer really is that great, or really honestly that affordable. First impression wise though, guys, I'm honestly not like blown away by these products. I don't think they offer anything like any more spectacular than, you know, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream that I ordinarily use. It is pricier, but I think it's effective. And yeah, I think, you know, for me, I'll probably go back to my usual skincare routine. But of these morning things, the one thing that I think I'm definitely going to continue to use, and I liked and thought was fine, is the Alpha Arbutin HA. I'm going to continue to try using that because it can be effective for dark spots. I'm not going to continue to use the Azelaic acid. I will use this actually as a hand cream instead. That's how I'm going to use that, so I don't waste it. I probably will use the natural moisturizing factor in a similar regards as just a hand cream. I don't think I'd like to use this on my face anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions in my morning skincare routine using these Ordinary products. And thank you guys for cluing me into these products. You know, I love affordable skincare, and I really don't think skincare should be either excessive or expensive. And so I appreciate you all cluing me into this line. Comment below on if you've tried any of their products and what your experience has been. I'd be interested to know that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!